This is stick tape. Actually, it's white electrical tape, but we use it on our sticks in the marching arts. And stick tape, you might also could get it from sticktape.com, which is even better. Shout out to Chris Doolittle. Or if you don't get it from there, they have it at Home Depot or any hardware store. But I like to use it for a means to train your hands. For traditional grip, I like to tape these two fingers together so I can keep them together. Physically kind of forces your hands to do what you want them to do. Once you drum with this on, you'll feel the flex of the tape if you have a tendency for your middle finger to come out like so. So it trains it to just kind of stay there. It also trains your brain, so your brain can say, okay, cool, don't do that. So if we're drumming with the index and the middle finger taped, it'll look something like this. See that? And those two fingers are together. The other part of my hand I like to tape is the back fingers, the pinky and the ring finger. This teaches is for those two fingers to, again, act like one finger. See that? It's a lot easier for those two fingers to stay together. So if you have a tendency for your back fingers to go in like this, you can feel that and be more aware of it because of the apparatus you have on your back fingers. Right? Looks kind of ridiculous, but it's helped me throughout the years, and it's helped a lot of people that I've given private lessons to. When you're taping your fingers, do this with caution. Don't do it all the time. Make sure that it's comfortable and it's not too tight, and you're doing it for a specific purpose. You know, it's to make sure that you're training your hands to do what you want them to do. Another way to tape your back fingers so that they're relaxed when you're going out like so, I've heard this referred to as like the pinky claw. So if you tape your pinky back like this, what this does is, as you can see, like my whole entire hand is relaxed. And what some kids get confused is that when you go out with your back fingers like this for traditional grip, it's a thing that you're doing hard. It shouldn't be hard. It should be relaxed when you're coming out. But some people send a bunch of tension up the pinky, or I should say down the pinky and down the forearm like that. So just make sure that if you're taping your pinky like this, in your head it's so that you know that you should be relaxed. So my hand is relaxed right now, yet my pinky is taped back like as if I'm playing traditional grip. Very little effort is given, and yet that pinky is going outward because you taped it outward, and your entire hand is relaxed. Right hand. What you can do for the right hand, a lot of the times you'll see a lot of the gap here sometimes. And if you want to close that gap, you could tape that gap. Essentially taping your fulcrum. And again, if your thumb is slipping down, then you're going to create a gap, an unwanted gap right there. So if it's slipping down, you're going to feel the tape flex. You can also tape your wrist. This one's a little bit less common, but you could tape your wrist if you have any wrist problems, if you have an angle problem. The idea is for the tape to kind of remind you, hey, it's flexing, so I might want to go the opposite direction. If you're too flat, or if you're too French, you're going to understand what it feels like a little bit more, just because again there's just something on your wrist to help you to help remind you. Some drummers like to relax this index finger, and if you're doing matched or something like that, and you know that's totally fine if that's your bag. Really quick story time. There was an instructor that I had. I won't say his name and I won't say the drum line it was, but he saw a kid drumming like this, and he asked him, "Hey man, why are you drumming with your finger off the stick like that?" And then the kid goes, "I think I drum fine without it." And then the instructor says, "I think you don't." He got kind of angry, so he took some tape and he taped his finger to the stick all the way up to his elbow. And he said, "Keep your finger on the stick. And if you're not here to learn, get the F out." Everybody was just like, what just happened? So I guess the moral of the story is, if your instructor tells you to do something, just do it. And try not to have an attitude. If your instructor or a student. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Tape your hands within reason. Do it sparingly. Do it safely. Shoot me a comment if you have any questions about this, because this is one that it's kind of a lost art. I don't really see people doing this anymore, but I still do it in my lessons. To this day, it even helps me if I need to just check something with my hands. I tape my hands up. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video.